This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi, I'm Nick Soletti here with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. This morning, the Loop 101 near Scottsdale is back open. After a deadly crash that shut down the freeway for hours overnight, DPS says one person was killed after a car hit a motorcycle on the left side of the road and another car blocking the HOV lane. It's not clear right now who was killed. The cause of this crash still under investigation. ASU and Tempe police are looking for an armed man who they say sexually assaulted a woman near campus Sunday morning. ASU police say the attack happened between the Hyatt House Hotel and the Packard parking garage, which is near the basketball arena. Police say a man grabbed the woman from behind, held a sharp object to her throat, and sexually assaulted her.
I feel like I haven't seen that much about the police and stuff like that, so I feel like it should be more present on campus for us to feel safer, because at night most of us try not to go out because we are scared of something happening.
Police describe the suspect as dark-skinned with curly hair and a goatee, about 5'8", and last seen wearing a black shirt and black jeans. He's believed to be armed and dangerous. If you have any information, call police. Your commute in the morning definitely more crowded than it was a year ago, but new research is finding you're less likely to get stuck in rush hour than before the pandemic began. Megan Thompson with our Operation Safe Roads team tracking the traffic trends before you head out the door.
The Maricopa Association of Governments, known as MAG, monitors the road out here, the number of cars that are on the road each and every day, and the amount of time people are spending in traffic. They began producing reports on a weekly basis back in March of 2020, while many of us were under stay-at-home orders, comparing the data to numbers before the pandemic. Now, as many of us are back in the office, they're confirming what you've been seeing. The number of people hitting the road is back to pre-COVID levels, but traffic delays are down significantly in the morning rush by about 30 to 40%. I spoke to Transportation Data Program Manager Wong Chung. He's been studying the Valley traffic for nearly 2 decades, watching the major growth over the years. He says this new data means people are getting back to work, but they are doing so at different times than they are used to.
People kind of spread out their travel plan. They rather travel at a different time of day instead of just concentrated during the rush hours. Our congestion in both AM and PM rush hours has reduced a lot. Up till the last month of September, our congestion as compared to pre-pandemic is only at about 55%.
MAG says they will continue to track traffic, but can't predict if this trend is here to stay. If you have a concern with what you're seeing out there, you can always let Operation Safe Roads know. You can call 833-AZ-ROADS or email roads@abc15.com. Reporting in Phoenix, I'm Megan Thompson, ABC15 Arizona.
A local church getting creative with educating people about the COVID-19 vaccine and encouraging them to get a shot. The First Institutional Baptist Church launching its Educate and Vaccinate sessions immediately after each service. People can learn more about the vaccine and get their first shot. Valleywise Health says there is representation and trust. All of that comes into play.
There's a lot of vaccine hesitancy built on years and years of distrust to the healthcare system. Even as a Black physician, I was not having the impact that I would hope to have on Black and brown communities, encouraging them to get vaccinated.
So he says people tend to trust their friends and family and spiritual leaders, which is why churches can be the perfect place to start this. This weekend, the Arizona Dance Festival is taking over the Tempe Arts Center. This will be the Desert Dance Theater's first performance since the start of the pandemic. Tickets are $20 for adults, $15 for students.
I'm Justin Pizzera with your most accurate forecast. So here's what you can expect for your Monday. We do have another warm day on tap. Temperatures, though, they're going to be a little bit below average, but they are going to be reaching into the 80s. Expect the winds to increase, especially in northern Arizona, but things are going to be staying dry this week. We do have that high wind advisory. It's going to be in effect for places like Window Rock, Winslow, Flagstaff, the Grand Canyon, over in western Arizona, Bullhead City, Lake Havasu City. We're talking about wind gusts up to 55 miles an hour. Here in the valley, we don't have a wind advisory, but do expect those wind gusts to get up to 25 miles an hour today. 83 is going to be our high today in Phoenix. It's going to stay in the 60s pretty much in Payson, Prescott to Sedona. It's going to be a cool 58 in the Grand Canyon. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Temperatures staying in the 80s until Friday when they pop up into the 90s.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, go to abc15.com or download our free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.